Hello, I'm Amity Buxton, founder of the Straight Spouse Network and author of The Other Side of the Closet, the coming out crisis for straight spouses and families. In 1986, after my husband came out and the Vatican said that being gay is okay, just don't act on it, I screamed and yelled at the Pope in my kitchen. He hadn't lived with one. He doesn't know what it's like to have a gay person trying to be who they're supposed to be. I finally decided that I wasn't going to give the Vatican the power to take away my faith, and I would stay Catholic, and I would fight within the church to get acceptance. My first husband and I, we met in San Francisco, and we were married in 1958. Little by little, gradually over the years, he became more and more depressed, and finally we separated. Shortly after that, when I was visiting him in the hospital, he was under medication, and he said, "Oh, I have something to tell you." And I said without thinking, "I think I know what it is," because I'd noticed toward the end when he was doing these activities, he'd changed what he wore. He wore Speedo bathing suits, and I thought maybe he's a latent homosexual and doesn't know it. So when he said, "I think I'm gay," I said, "Well, yeah. And he said, "Well, I've been gay since before I married you. I had a lover and jilted the lover to marry you." And I was furious. I said, "What other lies have you told me?" He did what he was supposed to do, and as a result, according to society and his church, and gradually all that made him not be true to himself and become depressed. And in the end, we stayed friends, but he died all by himself without a partner. And I don't want that to happen to anyone else again, or to what happened to me ever again. You're not either straight or gay, you're a person and a person. And to break through all those things, I ended up, and most spouses I've worked with end up with a larger perspective on people, on relationships. And so there are some couples, for instance, who stay married. They work it out because it's their relationship. Some are celibate, some are monogamous and sexual, some have an open relationship. Some, it's okay for the gay or lesbian to have his or her partner on the side, but as a secondary relationship. So in other words, this whole business of breaking down an either-or labeling way of looking at things makes it possible to work out much more satisfying relationships. If gays and lesbians were allowed to marry someone of the same sex in the first place, out of love and truth and commitment, then there'd be fewer divorces, such as we went through, stronger marriages, more lasting families, and more stable communities.